Hello everyone. Today I start making a video where you can learn Chinese, Japanese, and Korean at the same time. This is intended by the idea that the three languages has a lot similar in terms of vocabulary and grammars. As you may see, um, the Japanese use Kanji, the Chinese character, and the 70% of Korean vocabulary has um, the word from Chinese um, characters, Chinese words, and also Japanese and Korean, they share the syntactic structure in terms of word order. So if you know or if you understand the either uh, language from the three, you can learn the other very quite and easily. And also at the same time, if you don't know the either any of the languages, if you can interested in this video, I believe you can see the difference between the languages and also the similarities. So, for example, the character, um, which is Chinese character meaning water, the pronunciation of this character is in Chinese shui, and Japanese si, and Korean su. Even though there is a distinction between Chinese pronunciation and also the native words, but even in the pronunciation, there are a lot of similarities. And I use the Bible verses as a main text. The reason why I incorporate the Bible verses is that Bible is the most translated book and the most universal, and also you can see the balance between the three languages. If you don't have any background knowledges about Chinese pinyin and Japanese Hiragana and Katakana, and also the Korean Hangul, the alphabet, you can see and you can learn the basic background knowledge in the website online material, which is out there in very diverse and efficient um, materials out there. So I will provide the this website address. Okay, the first Bible verse is from Matthew chapter 5 and verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. 诗人和睦的人有福了，因为他们必称为神的儿子。平和を作り出す人たちは幸いであろう。彼らは神の子と呼ばれるであろう。 평화를 만드는 사람들에게 복이 있나니 그들이 하나님의 자녀들이라 불릴 것이다. The vocabulary from each languages provided here, and you can compare the words between the languages. The first one, 是, in English, to make. Japanese, 사세루. Korean, 하게 하다. And the next one, 人, which means person. In Japanese, mono. And 사람 in Korean. The next one is 흐모, harmony. Japanese 해와, Korean 화평. following words: 부, blessing, 사이와이, Korean folk. And the conjunction 인외, which means because. Japanese 나제나라, Korean 왜냐하면. The next one, 하면, which means they. Japanese 카레라, Korean 그들. And 션, God, 카미, 하나님. And then birds, child, 코, other. be, definitely.必ず, 반드시. 정웨이, to be called. 여바레르, 불리다. As you see in the vocab list, many things are common between the languages, even though there is a lot differences, which is touched by my lecture in the future. And there is Japanese words, again, repeatedly provided here in the textbook. This Japanese-centered introduction of the vocab list. The vocab that I want to point out is that the second one, or. This is direct object marker. And the next one is that to, the second from the last line is quotation marker. To is not seen in Chinese languages, even though there is a correspondent vocab in Korean though. In terms of Korean vocabulary, and I'd like to point out that is the final one, 이라고, is indirect quotation marker for noun. So when you quotate a noun in Korean, indirectly, you use 이라고, which is introduced later. The first grammar point that I want to introduce is the expression of possession. So if you possess something, Chinese use 요, Japanese 아리마스, and Korean 이가 있다. They are used to refer to possession of an object or a person. So let me read the example sentences, conversations. 你有弟弟吗？我没有兄弟姐妹，我是独生子。Here in Chinese, 有 means to have. And the negative expression for the 有 is 没有. You simply put 没. So which means don't have. Let's see the next Japanese conversation. 兄弟があります。兄弟がいますか？兄弟がありますか? In this case, the animate noun, you use いますか, not ありますか. If you possess an object, you use あります. But if you want to express possession of a human being or animal, you use いますか. And the B, 兄弟はいません。一人っ子です。Here the negative of います is いません. And let's see the Korean languages. 동생이 있어요? 저는 형제 자매가 없어요. 외동아들이에요. here 없어요 which means don't have. And also Korean has phonetic background. Phonetic condition decides the whether to use e or ga. So if a noun ends with consonant, we use e, and end with vowel. Here, as you may see here, 형제, 자매, me is vowel ending, so use ka. But as you may see here, 동생, the 이응, consonant ending, choose e for the position expression. Okay, so let's practice. In Chinese, could you put a word in the blank? Freely you can make a question. For example, bicycle. How to say? So bicycle is 自行车. So you say 你有自行车吗? If you have, 我有 or 有. If you don't, 我没有. Okay. What about in Japanese? So Japanese bicycle is 自転車. だから、自転車がありますか? はい、あります。いいえ、ありません. Here, はい means yes. あります。I have. ありません. I don't have. And いいえ, which means no. When you answer in negative, you can answer in いいえ. What about in Korean? In Korean, bicycle is 자전거, right? And then you have to decide what particle you take among e or ka. 자전거. 거 is ending with vowel, so you choose ka. 그래서 자전거가 있어요. If you have, 예, 있어요. If you don't, 아니요, 없어요. Okay, I'll wrap up today's lesson. Regarding the Bible verse, what is your definition of peace? I'd like to make a question. People want peace, but there is a war, even though people want peace in human history. So if you have any your own answer, what is your definition? In the Bible verses says that we need peacemaker because there is war in the world. I hope you think about the definition of the peace. People after people, they have their own definition for that. And also in the Bible verse, blessed are the peacemaker. So blessed. If there is someone who make a peace and then eventually they got blessing and called as children of God. In your culture, What is blessing? The words of Jesus, the blessing is defined not as a materialism, but as a identity, right? So your identity is decided by the idea of the children of God. Let's talk later. See you next time.